we're going to talk about a couple key concepts that are going to support us in the proper push-up. Now, I know it sounds like a simple movement. It's one that you've had in exercise programs since the dawn of time. But doing it properly actually takes a little bit more planning and more skill than one may initially think. So, first thing is first, we need to learn how to set the core and keep the midline tight to support the lower back. A way that we're going to do this, we're going to pretend that we have a magnet on the bottom of our rib cage and another magnet on the top of our hip bone. Those two magnets are going to pull us together, allowing us to have a slight pelvic tilt. That's going to activate the muscles in our belly, in that midline, and keep the lower back safe. Now, next thing we're going to talk about is our upper body positioning. If we put our arms directly out in front of us as if we're trying to push a wall away from us, we're going to have the palms directly in line with the shoulder. Keeping the elbows in close to the body and the shoulders down away from the ear. We're going to set our scapula, which is those bones in the back, setting the scap, and we're going to keep the shoulder joints nice and tight and safe. So from here, we're going to come down to either a high plank position or we're going to go to our knees. So for the purpose of the demonstration today, I'm going to go for my knees. I encourage you to do the same, or encourage you to tell your athletes to do the same. As for most, this is going to be a new way to do a push-up and a little bit of a safer way, but they're still going to have to kind of build up to that RX standard of a push-up. So you might be wondering why I have this piece of paper towel on the ground. This is a really good teaching tool, and it's what I'm going to use to help cue myself to make sure that I'm maintaining the proper form. So here I am in my high plank position, but for today, as I said, we're going to come down to an kneeling position. I have my rib cage knit to my hip bone. My hands are directly underneath my shoulders, and I'm keeping those elbows in nice and close to my body. I'm going to bring my chest to the floor, and while I do this, I'm going to pretend that I'm going to rip that piece of paper towel right down the center in half. Now, I'm not actually going to be able to do that because that's a very hard thing to do, but that's how I'm going to cue myself to create that upper body torque. Keeping my chest down towards the floor, pushing through the palms, directly back to a full extension position. So I'll show you a couple more reps. And that is your proper push-up.